What on-campus activities or groups would you associate with risky behaviors?
Um,
Um,
I guess sports teams, your teammates, especially, our lacrosse team, we like to go out and have a good time. So, the guys will definitely try and get you to come out and party and drink with us.
What on-campus activities or groups would you associate with risky behaviors?
Well, I know us athletes like to party it up, but I can't really say anything because the school, like our school's broken up into a bunch of groups. So music majors might drink, PT majors might drink. So you don't really know what the real thing is.
I just think on weekends, if people decide to get bored, they have options to go to parties. I don't really think, here at OVC, I don't really think there's a lot of options, a lot of like clubs and organizations to get into that like that, other than maybe fraternities and sororities.
You gotta say Greek life. That's, I don't know, I think that's a stereotype, given movies and media, but I think it's a stereotype for a reason. There's enough, a majority with the Greek life deals with drinking, at least drinking. I mean, maybe not other risky behaviors like illegal drug use and smoking, maybe not, but drinking definitely. It's a stereotype for a reason. It's backed by a majority. I think any type of large social groups would also, play a factor.
I'm sure there's just a bunch of people everywhere that are doing it. Our campus is mainly made up of a lot of athletes, so maybe them, but I'm an athlete myself, and I don't really partake in that activity, so I can't really point at one specific group.
I think that there's always this stigma that athletes do it a lot, but I don't really necessarily believe that. I honestly don't know if there's a certain group that I would point with. I know that I've heard that music people do it more, so I don't know. I don't think there's really a certain group that does it. But
I think it's more I think people that are more prone to risky behaviors are those in probably fraternities, maybe sororities, just because it's prevalent there. I think athletes also, just because it's a new setting. You want to fit in with that crowd, and you tend to hang out with some older people when you do so. So, there's more availability, and therefore you tend to get sucked in if you don't have a strong base. So,
I think that just about any group can be associated with risky behaviors. It all really depends. I don't think there's one specific group.
Personally, as being an athlete, I definitely say athletics, like athletic groups, are influences on risky behaviors. Probably Greek life, just because you always associate fraternities and sororities with drinking. And I'm pretty sure probably anyone besides those people too.